It's been over a year and a half since George and Amal came to my rowing town, Seattle. Yesterday, June 25th, Amal was at the Palace receiving a King's Trust Women's Empowerment Award from King Charles. George was there as well. Also yesterday, British Rowing announced the suspension of the man accused of assaulting an 18-year-old fellow Leander rower 3 years ago. This is surely to be the talk of the town at the Henley Royal Regatta, 20 minutes up the road from George and Amal's Wokingham residence. Will George and Amal hear of this? Possibly not. Although Amal is a visiting professor at Oxford, this may not be something they discuss in their Wokingham friend groups. Perhaps Emma Watson is a friend. Perhaps she joins them at their home for a boozy dinner party. I bet Amal is a good listener. She and Emma find a quiet, comfy corner on outdoor sofas to talk about Oxford life. Amal is a visiting professor in international law, and Emma is getting her PhD and is also now a coxswain. A third boat coxswain, but a coxswain nonetheless. It's summer in England, and they drink rosé. Eventually, it is unavoidable that they discuss the protest at Leander. George and his Wokingham friends are on the opposite side of the patio smoking a cigar. Through the party hubbub, he winks at Amal. She has one of those brief cross-room married moments of connection, and it feels good. She thinks, thank Christ his hair is back to salt and pepper. After his run on Broadway, he is once again the silver fox. She briefly raises her eyebrows at him, widens her eyes in the universal couple language of, have I got a story for you? We'll need to talk about this later. Then there's a large sudden boom of laughter from George's group. It's discordant and jarring with the vibes of Emma and Amal's quiet corner. She turns back to Emma, pours her another glass of rosé. She grabs a cashmere blanket and offers one to her friend. Warm and safe, a little buzzed. They talk for hours. There is a lot to discuss. What goes on behind those creaky old boathouse doors? Who's invited and who feels comfortable? Who's safe and who thrives? Who stays and why do some leave? And why do rowers do some of the weird things they do? Let's talk about rowing culture. And this time, let's do it from the perspective of the third boat. I'm Jen Butler. This is the Third Boat Podcast. This is Jen Butler. I'm back for a second season of The Third Boat. If you're listening to this, you know of the protest at the Leander Boat Club in England. Do you understand the scale? And more importantly, the why? The newspapers call this rowing's Me Too. Fleet Street, lazy. If you understand rowing, you would understand that this is not a sport of quick, surprising jumps and turns and unplanned tactical moves. You would understand the coordination, the planning, the calculation, and the focus. A one and done Me Too? I don't think that's what this is. Understanding rowing culture takes understanding the history, the money, the honor, and the honors, the game makers, what's at stake, why we want to hear and tell the same stories again and again, and yet not tell the other ones. The term I've heard most, it's the reckoning. See, we're at the third quarter quell of the rowing culture Hunger Games. It took longer than I thought to get here. Over a year and a half ago, when George came to town, I saw the white ribbons. I knew what this was. I've seen Katniss aim her arrow at the apple before. I'm sure you recall this scene. When Katniss was at the 74th Hunger Games, she was demonstrating her archery skills to game makers while they were eating dinner. They didn't pay attention, they paid more attention to a roast pig. Quietly enraged, she shot the apple in the pig's mouth, narrowly missing some of the older, richer game makers. Then they paid attention. When their skin was on the line, they stood back. They stood back for a while at least. This time around, competitors from the first and the second quarter call are present. When they were competitors, this was a vastly different sport. If we're casting, I would like to be the Effie Trinket character because I love Elizabeth Banks. I suspect I'm closer to Hamish Abernathy, played by Woody Harrelson. Shoot, in some worlds, maybe I'm a game maker too. I'm looking forward to continuing the conversation about our culture and our history. This is Jen Butler, the Third Boat Podcast.